Welcome back to Donzi's World. Thank you for watching. As always, I'm your host. My name is Don Fabiano. I am Donzi. Now today I'm back in Washington, D.C. Sitting right there is Donald Trump. He's right behind me, right there. I'll zoom in on him in a second. So today is Donald Trump's birthday, and they're having a military parade for Donald Trump. So he's sitting there watching the military roll by in their tanks. So what Trump is doing is he's normalizing the idea of having the U.S. military on the streets of America. So think of the young kids growing up today. So they're just forming their ideas about the world and how things are. They're going to grow up with the idea that it's normal for the military to be on the streets of America. That's what the kids of America are learning today. That's what Donald Trump is teaching them right now. So this is the new America, where we have a dictator and a king, and the military controls the streets of America. This is where we're at. So I'm going to interview people today. We're going to see what they say, and we're going to find out what it's all about. So sit back and enjoy. It's going to be very interesting. Enjoy. So that right there is a rocket launcher. So on the streets of America, they have rocket launchers now, just like in North Korea. Alright, so I have a very good friend who says that she can climb these ropes without any problem at all. So these army guys and gals are going to climb the ropes right now. Let's see if my friend can do it as good as them. So those weights weigh 150 pounds.
From Fort Bragg.
So I was just walking into the festival right now. You have to walk through a gate to get into this area. And one of the first things I saw was they have this armored vehicle with the howitzer mounted on top of it. And the public is able to climb up into the armored vehicle. And the first thing I saw was this little kid, had to be like 6, 7 years old, with the howitzer in his arms and his finger on the trigger. I'm like, holy crap, this is what they're teaching America right now, that everything's militarized and little kids have their fingers on triggers of howitzers on army vehicles. Then, in the background, I saw the Washington Monument. See the Washington Monument right over my shoulder? For a second, it looked like a missile, like a nuclear missile. It's the first time I ever had that thought in my head, that the Washington Monument, which is so beautiful and means so much, is a nuclear missile. That's what I thought. So this is what it's come to now. This is what it is.
There is an element of teamwork in play.
That is a robot dog. You just picked up that block. Oh, there's 2 dogs. I didn't even realize that. Look at that. Oh, we petted the dog.
They're on their last sandbag. All they have to do is sprint out of the finish. The last soldier is over the wall.
So my first question is, how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
You doing good today?
Yes.
It's going to be a good day today?
Absolutely, yes.
So what do you think of Donald Trump?
I agree with mostly everything he's doing.
Mostly
He's fixing
everything.
Problems that have accrued for 50 years.
Exactly.
And he's doing his best to fix them.
Like investigating childhood cancer research, and then he had to cancel that because that was terrible.
We spend way too much money.
On childhood cancer research.
We have a $2 trillion structural deficit.
How about Meals for Wheels? That's a bad thing. We should cancel that. Meals for Wheels?
We spend too much money.
Thank you, Donald. You're the best.
Donald's the best?
Straighten out the country, put us on the right track.
Exactly.
And make America great again.
Yes, exactly. What about children with cancer? And he cut all the research for that. What about our children with cancer going to be in a great country?
Well, I think there's a lot of medical technology breakthroughs.
Well, he cut all the funding for it.
Well, I think that I don't know the specifics of what
He cut all the funding for it. That's the specifics. He cut all the funding for it.
Possibly.
There's no more research for childhood cancer. So for a kid with cancer, it's not a great America.
Well, I think there's plenty of money that's being raised.
So if Jeff Bezos is going to have a great America.
Society.
So the hurricane season is here right now.
Yeah.
People who forecast hurricanes say that they have no money for the equipment to forecast hurricanes. That's happening right now today as we speak, right this second. They cannot forecast hurricanes because Donald Trump cut all the funding and cut all the science.
I don't believe
that's
that either.
absolutely
That's your
100%. 100% true. That's absolutely happened.
Technology out in satellites and other technologies out in the world that are detecting weather patterns. And
the weather forecasters are saying this.
Buoys out in all
They're
kind
saying
of
this.
oceans and gulfs.
The weather forecasters are saying saying this. They're saying
that's your opinion. But
so when you say Trump is cutting waste, fraud, and abuse,
yeah,
he's cutting money for people to give it to billionaires. So your money. Your money.
That's not true.
Your money.
That's your opinion.
All right, thanks, man.
I think he should be impeached. I think he should be gone.
How about in jail? In jail.
Oh, he should have been in jail years ago.
Years ago, I know, exactly.
He's a clown, he's a menace, he should be gone.
What a good dog. Well trained. What do you think about Donald Trump?
Mixed feelings. I think the Biden presidency was a travesty.
Travesty on what level?
The invasion of the country that he enabled by 8 million illegal immigrants in 4 years.
Oh, it's 21 million.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, just in the.
Well, they're roofers and they lay ceramic tile.
Yeah, but it's.
So, I don't think that's bad though, right?
Well, I don't know. It's just absurd that we have no control over who's coming into our country, when, and how. But at the same time,
this is America. You know, this is America, though.
Yeah,
It's a melting pot. People come from around the world.
Yes, that doesn't mean we need to be letting in 2 million people a year from the most dysfunctional countries on earth. And
well, roofers and they lay ceramic tile.
Yes, and they bring the wages down for Americans doing that stuff.
What I think about Donald Trump.
Hello, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, you got water. It's hot.
Yes.
So, what do you think about Donald Trump?
I think he's great.
You like him a lot? You voted for him.
Huh?
You voted for him?
Of course.
You like his policies?
Yes.
It's going to take.
And I'm also Spanish.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine.
Today's Donald Trump's birthday.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's also Flag Day. Flag Day, Donald Trump's birthday. Yeah, right,
also
exactly.
my kid's anniversary.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
And what do you think about Donald
Oh, he should be in prison right now, right? So, how many if he's committed 91 crimes? I think you go to jail for that.
No, I think it's 96.
So, what do you think about Donald Trump?
I think I already told you. Are they going to let you stand here?
Who's standing here?
Well, whoever you are.
The officials are letting you stand here.
Yeah, nobody bothers me.
Oh, cool.
It's America. It's still America.
There you go.
Still America.
Okay, well, I'm a thumbs down if that helps.
All right. Well, have a good day, guys. Up, thumbs down. What do you think of Donald Trump? Down, right? Right. Does he follow the law? Do you think Trump follows the law?
He sure does. Trump!
Trump follows the law, yeah. 3 judges a day, every day say he does not follow the law. 3 judges a day. So, hey, how you doing?
Hi.
Yeah, you came to the rally?
No.
Oh, you're just here?
No. Well, yeah, we're spectators, right?
What museums did you go to?
We were just at the National Gallery.
Love that place.
Yeah, but we're living here for the summer, so.
Oh, you're living here, working here?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So, what do you think about Donald Trump? No way! Oh my Lord, you were in Washington D.C. Oh, how could you go to the best parties if you go thumbs down? Oh, you're not going to meet all the.
No.
Oh my Lordy!
No opportunity.
How are you today?
All right.
So you were at J6. You were at the. How was that experience? And
It was pretty shitty.
what did you learn from the whole thing?
If you're white and Republican, don't go. You don't have a First Amendment right.
Now that you can look back on it with hindsight, what's your basic feeling? What's your heart say about what happened?
I knew it was a setup.
Or your experience?
I mean, listen. You start getting beat in the head by cops.
Well, you were up in front.
I got beat. I was on one side of a barricade. The
Right.
cop was on the other side of the barricade. I never touched the police officer.
Right.
I got beat in the head 7 times. That's what sparked it.
Right.
I was also there the night before when Ray Epps said we have to go into the Capitol, and everyone called him a Fed.
The night
I was
before,
also,
yeah.
I was also there when Ryan Samsel, Ray Epps whispered to Ryan Samsel, we don't have enough people. And then Ryan Samsel pushes the fence.
Right.
Then I walked over a fence.
So that's the theory that...
So I should have gotten a trespassing charge and a $50 fine.
Oh yeah, who killed JFK?
Who killed JFK? Many people.
CIA. So what do you think about Donald Trump?
Well, I think about Donald Trump, I don't think he's very astute when it comes to national policy, particularly economics.
Well, they made a TV show about him being a businessman.
Yeah, well,
it was a reality TV show.
And it was a joke.
It was a game show. He was a game show host.
But like I said, people think he's a great president because he's a businessman.
Right.
Business and government are two different things.
Right. Today's Trump's birthday.
That's right. Happy birthday, Trump. Happy Flag Day. God bless America. Trump is the greatest president in the world.
Ever. Mount Rushmore, man. Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, Mount Rushmore. Yes, yes. Woo, yeah.
USA. Yeah.
Super questions. First question is, how are you doing today?
Good.
Doing all right? Keeping hydrated, right?
Trying.
I just had a snow cone. That helps. So what do you think of this guy they call Donald Trump?
Well, I'm a lifelong Republican, and I wish Reagan was still around to have a talk with him.
Reagan?
Because he's completely flipped the Republican Party platform.
Oh, I know.
He sides with Russia. He's dishing out economic protectionism, but it's really not a policy. It's to line him in his friends' pockets.
And he has the entire Republican Party captured. They can't say anything. They can't do anything. They actually fear for their safety to say anything or speak up.
If you're a rhino like me.
All right, so I had to go through a secure area, just like airport security. They check your bags, you go through a metal detector. So the entire area around the Washington Monument, there it is right there, see it? The entire area is a secure area. But what I want to show you is that up on the buildings, they have snipers. So now when I go to like Trump rallies, I saw it at Madison Square Garden, I saw it at other places, they have snipers. So this is America right now, 2025. You gotta have snipers on the roof when there's a large crowd, especially your Trump supporters, because you know what happens when they get together. Check this out. Watch when I zoom in. See those guys up there? Those are snipers. And if you go across the street, it's on the top of this building. Those are snipers. So they can start shooting people if stuff happens. So that's America. The Washington Monument. White House is behind all that crap right there.
That's what I've heard.
And Trump's gonna have his military parade in a couple minutes. Tanks on the streets of America. So these people just spread out this huge American flag right here. So that was nice of them to do that. Here, I just have two stupid questions. What's better, macaroni and cheese or pizza?
Macaroni and cheese.
Where's the best place in the whole wide world to go on vacation?
Venice, Italy.
Venice is good. I heard it's sinking. You better go quickly. Hey, how are you? What do you think about Donald Trump?
Doing a great job.
You like him a lot?
Like him a lot.
Exactly, all his policies.
Yes, all his policies and everything.
The military on the streets of America, you support that?
I do.
How about the Easter tweets where he calls everyone morons and idiots?
He can do it.
On Easter Sunday.
He could do something about that.
I know, exactly. All right, thank you.
I think Donald Trump is the best thing that ever happened to America in the world.
The best. And you're so happy.
I think
when you got elected, you were happy.
I was so happy.
Right, exactly.
It's all about saving the 800,000 children that go missing out of the United States every year and 8 million out of the world.
Where do they go?
And the military and Donald Trump and the alliance all saved these children. And that's what this whole thing is about. God is good.
8 million children.
8 million, and all the governments were involved in it. A lot of the governments were involved in it.
Exactly.
And our shadow CIA was a big part of it. Was the Khazarian Mafia, who infiltrated our country way back after World War II. And they infiltrated every part of our country, in our governments, in our education, in science, And it's just like the devil ordered. And it all happened.
They win.
Hey, how are you today?
I'm great.
Yeah, keeping hydrated?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so what do you think about Donald Trump?
Love it. There's two sexes, male and female. That's all I got to say today.
Oh, yeah. Well, the guys and girls sports, you totally, you know.
I wish I would have tried that in my
If you were in charge, that would never happen. That would never happen.
I hate to tell you what happened to people like that in Philadelphia.
That would never happen if you were in charge. We're gonna make you president. We're gonna vote for this guy right here. All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Fonzie.
Have a good day. All right, thank you. What do you think about Donald Trump?
I love Donald Trump. I think he's doing a really good job. I think
Yeah?
he's keeping us safe and protected.
You're happy that he got reelected.
I am. I voted for him and I'm happy.
Exactly, yeah. How about the tweets he makes on like Easter Sunday where he calls everyone idiots and morons?
Well,
That's an Easter Sunday message.
I get it. It's controversial. I get it.
Yeah, right.
But, you know, that's what he's going to do. But he speaks the truth and he says what he thinks and I love it.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah, right.
And God bless you.
All right, have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
All right, bye-bye now. Thank you. Yeah, hey.
I'm proud to be an American.
All right, you saying happy birthday to Donald Trump today?
I love Donald Trump.
Yeah, exactly. Nice sign,
He
right?
looks almost as good as you.
Yeah, right. So you're happy he got reelected?
Yes, I'm very
And you're happy with everything he's doing?
So far, yes.
Yeah, everything's good, right?
Everything for me is good.
All right. Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
You here for the parade?
Yes.
It's a parade for the Army, not for Trump.
Trump, right.
For the Army. Exactly. But it's Trump's birthday. Yeah. So what do you think of Donald Trump?
I love Donald Trump.
Love Donald
I
Trump.
think he's a great, funny guy, and he's trying to do the best for this country.
He is.
The main concerns of the country over his own priorities. Like,
Really?
and I think that's really rare.
Exactly.
In recent days.
So he's supporting D. Were you able to vote for him?
No, I ran into some trouble.
They're parachuting out of the airplane. The guys are jumping out of the airplane. They're parachuting. Oh, they got purple streamers. Purple, that's awesome. My favorite color.
Fort Bragg's finest, ladies and gentlemen. Give a big round of applause to the 82nd Airborne Ceremonial Band. Uniforms evolve for every environment, but olive drab remained the mark of the American stable, built to protect under fire, and the M1 Garand rifle, powerful and fast, it gave American troops a very clear edge. General George S. Patton called the M1 rifle the greatest battle implement ever designed, and history proved it right. The 82nd Airborne Division. The unit is best known for their bravery on D-Day, when 12,000 parachute and glider in World War II. It became one of the most influential tank designs of the 20th century. The M4 tank was nicknamed the Sherman tank after Civil War General William Tecumseh Sherman. Actually, it was named by the British. The M16 half-track brings the fight wherever it rolls. £1,000 of cargo and was the backbone of the Red Ball Express that kept Army helicopters takes to the air. Flying overhead right now, they helped define the Vietnam War. That staccato beat of the rotor blades was a welcome sound of many troops mired in combat. From transportation to safety. The OH-6 Tigers scouted the terrain with unmatched agility. The AH-1 Cobra also... on the battlefield. It is fast, it is tough, and it is lethal. Named for General Omar Bradley, a leader from West Point's famed class of 1916, the Bradley was built to carry troops into combat with protection and power.
It's just like
In the Gulf War, no division hit harder or moved faster than the First Army. Old Ironsides really led the way. During Desert Storm, they engaged in some of the largest tank battles in Army history.
We're always ready to deploy within 18 hours and handle the mission at task.
Done last year. Paratroopers, they see you and they believe in you.
This week we honor 250 years of valor and glory and triumph by the greatest fighting force ever to walk the face of the earth, the United States Army.
There's going to be some creative editing.
Probably.
Right?
Yeah.
That's
the Virginia flag?
I don't get it.
They were sitting on radar drums. They just launched
Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
Ready. First question is, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. It's not the world's best weather day, but
I know. Yesterday you were sweating just standing still. Today I had to put a long sleeve shirt on. What do you think about Donald Trump?
I think he's a mentally ill sociopath.
Oh, no doubt about that at all.
I think he's a danger to democracy. I think he's an authoritarian wannabe.
Right.
I think he's a one-man crime spree.
Oh, he commits crimes every day.
He's already committed at least 30 impeachable offenses, in my opinion. He's doing insider trading, crashing the stock market, having his children buy it up at the cheap price, tipping them off that he's going to sell at the higher price, revoke the tariffs for a while. So it's just grifting, manipulation, criminality. And he's corrupted and the entire federal government on their party, and he's hacked the brains and rewired the thinking of 55% of this country thanks to Fox News and other outlets like that and Newsmax.
Well, you're right. I've been saying that for a long time. So first thing I'll say is, how you doing today?
I'm good.
You all right? You having a good time in Washington, D.C.?
Yeah.
So what do you think about Donald Trump? Did you vote for him?
I don't like him.
You don't like Donald Trump? He's like a mean guy, like rude to everybody, right?
Yeah, he's just not, I just don't believe he's good for
Anybody.
No, I really don't.
He's mean to women too. I know, terrible.
Yeah, I don't want to go to space.
Last question.
Okay.
What'd you have for supper last night?
I don't remember. I think chicken tenders.
Nobody remembers. You know, it's the hardest question in the world. Thank you.
So,
It takes about 3 hours every day to do that hairdo that he has. He has a hairdresser. Imagine looking at him without his hair done, and he wears makeup. So the guy does hairdressing and makeup every day. So
What does that have to do with him being president?
Well, not really, president, but he's like, as a human being, he's like the worst human being. If you made a list of the worst human beings, he would be on the bottom of the list.
Okay, what things though?
He's a criminal. First question is, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Doing all right? What do you think of Don?
I'm in awe of all of the patriotic and the American way. There's so much.
How about tanks in the streets of America and rocket launchers in the streets of America?
You mean like in San Jose?
Like in North Korea.
We have tanks in North Korea? What are you talking about? The tanks?
Well, yesterday there were tanks.
Oh, you mean the parade?
Well, yesterday.
Okay.
It was yesterday.
So,
first question is, how are you doing today?
Oh, pretty good.
You doing all right today?
Yes.
You enjoying Washington?
Yes, I haven't been here in many, many years.
So, second question is, what do you think of Donald Trump?
As a person, I think he's a horrible, horrific, cruel, narcissist, megalomaniac, disgusting.
Disgusting, totally disgusting.
Disgusting, totally disgusting.
Piece of crap.
He's cruel, mean, no empathy. He's the worst example of a human being you could possibly imagine. He has no care for anything, animals, people, anybody. Only himself and enriching himself, and really, he really only cares about his poor little 3-year-old ego.
Exactly, that's exactly right.
Yeah, so that's what I think of him.
And that's all I wanted to say in this episode of Donzi's World. I hope you enjoyed it. We got some interesting comments from the people. Most of the people I talk to love Trump. Some don't, but most of the people I talk to love him. So I don't know what's going to happen in the next 3.5 years. It's not going to be good. It's going to get worse and worse and worse, and it's bad already. So that's the way it is. And that's the way it goes. So look for my next show and enjoy that. And I'll say happy day. Take it easy. And stay happy. Bye-bye.